All right, welcome to Steel City Muscle. We're in on episode 6. This is a special episode. We got my brother Ray back in the building.
Yeah.
We got our first female guest in the building. We got 2 of them, not even just one. We got 2. We got Nikki and Dallas. Nikki,
And Dallas. Yes.
introduce yourself.
Yes. It's Nikki, and I just want to stay anonymous for the first time. So.
Okay. And Dallas, how about you?
My name's Dallas. I'm single, so I'm here to talk about how it is in the dating now. And then I also go out to the bars and clubs around here. So
I love it.
How old are you?
I'm in my 30s.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
She's a real woman.
She's a real woman.
She's
Okay.
a real
But if I ask
woman.
everyone else, supposedly, I'm 20.
No
in my
BS.
27.
So we bring that up to say, let you know what crowd we're talking to right now. Like what level of maturity, what level of age group we're talking to, and what experience we're coming from right now.
Way past bullshit.
Yes.
Facts. So right now, there's a lot of we call it the new age, we call it the new era, the new generation that we're dealing with right now. But it's had a profound effect on the state of the club scene, the dating scene. And we want to know from a male's perspective and a female's perspective how that is affected. So we're gonna dive right into it. Like I said, you know my brother Ray.
Hey.
I'm Big Lou. We're gonna go from there. So the first thing we're talking about is the state of the club scene. So to the ladies, I'll start with Nikki. Nikki, what does the current club scene, how do you view it? Like before you're going out, how do you view the club scene? How serious do you take it? How irritated do you get by it? Like, what do you think about the club scene?
Well, me being as a woman, as 31, I think the club scene is like reaching out for attention. Like you want to sit there and you want to dance there and fill a void, and you want to sit there and dance, and it's like not what like a real woman would do. She would sit there and like go out there and fill that void. Like, okay, I want to fill that void. I want to feel that. You know what I mean? Like the 100% feeling of feeling like worthy. But you don't understand, like a worthy understanding is just having a job and having like there's so much more to feel worthy for to sit there and fill a void.
So let me ask you a question. When I say what's the state of the club scene, I mean like let's say whether you're a girl who goes out a lot or a girl who doesn't go out that much.
I don't go out that much.
What do you
so
miss
what do you
from
think? No, what do you think?
being in the club?
What do you think before you go out? Are you thinking, oh, I'm going out to meet somebody, or I'm going out to just have a good time, or am I going out to just be experimental? Like, what are you thinking before you go out?
No, for real though, I'm just like thinking about having a good time. Like it's temporary. You want to go out and have a good time. You just, I don't know, it's just temporary.
What would be a good time going out for you?
Like 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah. What would be? Like
what would you classify as a
as
good
a whole?
night?
Like you go
As
out.
a good night, like we have a good time. We're like singing, we're dancing.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay, let's introduce Dallas. Now, Dallas,
Yes.
how old are you, and what do you think?
You've asked me twice. I'm not
but-
going to give you my real age.
You
But
gotta-
I'm in my 30s.
What?
You gotta give me that.
What?
Before you go out, what is your mindset before you go out? Like, are you out to have a good time? Are you out to meet people? Are you out to dance? Like,
Well,
what is your mindset before you go out?
So my mindset is, all right,
should
it's the
probably go
weekend.
home,
I'm a
but-
single mom, so it's weekend. I'm like, all right, I'm going to go out, and it's not to, I'm not going out to meet a guy or to
course.
impress anybody. I'm going out because I want to enjoy myself.
Yeah.
I want to socialize, hang out with my friends,
Of
catch up
course.
with stuff. And how I choose where I want to go is, a lot of it is about
yours.
what type of environment that club is or that bar is, what type of people are there.
Okay.
So what clubs do you like? What type of clubs do you look for? Like what type of environments are you looking for?
It all depends in my mood. Like I go to Burn all the time, and then I will go to cheerleaders at the Cosmo. Like I go like everywhere. Exactly. Like I love going to strip clubs. Everything. Like I go. I don't think of anything and base my night. I just go with how I'm feeling that day, what my friends doing, all of that. And
so it all depends upon like what everybody's celebrating that day, or you just wing
my mood, or if I want to go out. Yeah,
gotcha.
Let me know. I don't base what I want to do off of what's happening at a certain club or whatever. And I'm not going out. I'm like, I got to go there because all these guys it's someone's birthday party. Like, I'm not going out for anybody but myself or my friends.
Damn.
Okay.
Because you want to look good, you want to feel good.
That's exactly what I go out for. I go out for because everybody else
fucking you guys because I was
asked me to go out, so I go out. I'll be in the house all fucking day.
But then you gotta go to work.
Either I go to work or somebody calls me 50,000 times and asks me to go out, and then I'm like, all right, fuck it. It's 10 o'clock at night.
Let's do it.
So the reason why I bring that question up is because I think there's a big disconnect between men and women in the purpose of going out. Now, definitely. I think we can all agree
insecurity
that going out is we're going into a social setting. We can all agree on that.
We got to talk about that, though.
Okay. So, if we can agree that we're going into a social setting, shouldn't we all agree that the engagement that's possible within the social setting should be open-minded?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Or it's going to be insecurity, trust issues, and all that shit involved.
So I'm saying, when you go out, Nikki, do you think with an open mind that even though I'm going out with this intention,
other people don't think
that way, and that I'm open to what other people think?
Of course.
Okay. And how about you, Dallas?
I think it's...
Or you don't care. You don't. It's okay to not give a fuck what people think. If you say, you know what, I'm going out for my intention, regardless. Do you think?
What I think is like, majority of people think people are going out to meet people to hook up or start a relationship or whatever. Yeah. There's people that go out there just to be out there and have a good time.
Exactly.
And I feel like a lot of people just assume that's why people are out.
Okay, so that leads me into my next question. My next question is, if you're a single person, actually, whether you're single or not, because if you're not single, you're 9 times out of 10, you're out just for a specific reason, like you're out to celebrate a bridal shower or a bachelorette party. Bachelorette party. No, because here's the thing. What I'm saying is that you're out to celebrate something. If you're not single, so I'm saying if you are single and you go out, you're out to celebrate. You're out. True. You're more open. Versus people that are not single, you're out for a reason.
Agree to disagree.
Okay, so what I'm asking is.
No, I had a bad day at work sometimes, and I'm like,
I just want to fucking go out.
I get that, so you're telling the state of your singleness doesn't determine that? No. Your mindset, not whether you go out or not. Your mindset when you go out.
That's what I'm saying is that people think you're out for that reason.
Right. So, okay.
You don't have to have any type of reason to go out.
Period.
It doesn't matter if you're single, not single, or if you're out for a party or nothing. Some people could just be like, you know what? I dropped my kids off at school. I already need a fucking drink right now. I need a drink. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. 10 o'clock in the morning. Let's go. I dropped my kids off at 8 sometimes, and I'm like, I need a drink already.
You have a baby mama.
A what?
Baby mama.
But what I'm saying is that you might not have a definitive reason as to why you're going out. But that does not mean you're not cognitive to the fact that other people are out with intentions of meeting other single people, correct?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Okay, so if you keep that in your mindset, how do you judge the single scenery? As far as if you say, yo, you said you're a single mom. You're a single mom. Let's say you're hypothetically looking to connect with somebody, or you're not, but it happens. Your habits. Do you ever tap into, oh, well, this person might have came out for that reason. This person might have came out to meet me, or whatever. Does that ever enter your mind, or do you stay true to, oh, I only came out for this?
I know what I came out for.
But do you stick to that?
But I also know why other people come out for it.
So
but that doesn't change how I act or anything about that.
Okay. How do you feel, Nikki?
The same.
Okay.
It's the same as if you were
okay,
single or not
how do
single.
you feel, Ray?
Bro, I go out for me. I don't give a fuck about everybody else.
I understand that. So okay. So what we're saying is that the women are more cognitive of the possibilities of what other people come out for. You just don't give a fuck.
They think more on the lines of why.
Why? But I'm saying you just don't give a fuck. You coming out just to come out because you want to come out.
Fuck that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to drink. I'm gonna have a drink.
One thing is
where I have a drink.
So I'm not saying Nikki or Dallas, you want to pursue anybody. But what I'm asking is,
you're thinking about it. You're thinking about the possibility of people wanting to meet you.
Okay, but I shouldn't have to think about that, and that shouldn't change anything.
Let's answer the question.
You shouldn't have to.
Do you think about somebody wanting to meet you at any point? If somebody converses with you, do you think, oh shit, this person wants to talk to me?
Of course, yeah.
That's like anyway.
Okay.
But seriously.
So we're speaking the truth. No. So anywhere you go, you're thinking about that.
Yeah,
everybody is.
Okay, so hold on. My question. Now,
here's fuck. I can
give fuck either, but
that's not on my mind.
Here's what I'll bring up. Not a conflict, but a difference. Men don't go out with that mentality.
No, the difference also is too, not men or female. People go out with that mentality.
I agree. But here's my thing.
But that's where I'm hard seeing. I don't.
Do the ladies
about them.
Hold on. Do the ladies understand that single men, not taken men, single men go out with the mentality of the hope to meet somebody?
Yeah, true.
Of course.
And it's not perverted.
Every single night.
Okay.
Every single night.
Great. Because here's the problem I have. Attractive women might understand that.
Every single night.
Ugly women don't. But, and I'm not saying that because here's the problem. All women think they're beautiful. And they shouldn't. But they should. They shouldn't because they shouldn't. That's a lie. That's a lie because there's a problem. Men have to face the reality of what they are.
Which goes back to when you're growing up, you're smart, you're so smart.
Right.
Then you get there, it's you're not the smartest.
Exactly. So a man has to realize, if we go based off of the rating scale, I don't know if women do this, and y'all can enlighten me. The rating scale from 0 to 10.
On what?
Okay. From looks, attraction. If you say dudes say she's a down chick.
I don't do a scale he's a 10 look wise. We're just damn.
You don't say it. You don't say it. But you do rate them.
You don't do a scale. Yeah, we do.
You don't say it. You rate them.
I'm gonna ask her this question. You say you don't do that, but subconsciously you do.
Yes.
Because here's the reason. There's some men you will find more attractive than others. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So if that's true, in your mind, you may not have a specific number scale, like 0 to 10. But in your head, you have an attraction level. You have an attraction level that's either intense or not intense. Correct?
But my attraction level isn't just off physical.
I understand
it's
that.
We're
not defining your rating scale.
But it also goes back to when I'm out, I'm not looking for someone. So
I understand that.
So you can rate a guy a 5 and he's really a 10?
I don't.
Is that what you're saying?
No. Okay, I'll give you.
Is that what you're saying?
Hold on. I got you. Here's another one.
No.
Let's use a famous example.
You said no.
Let's say.
Hold
on. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna say Brad Pitt is a 10. Okay.
Angelina Jolie.
Okay,
You don't like
who would you say is the ultimate man from physical
Gerard
standpoint?
Butler is fucking sexy as hell.
Who?
Gerard Butler.
Okay, so he's a 10. Let's say you see him walking down South Side. You mean to tell me he doesn't pull a different attention from you than the regular Joe?
Yeah, even
Okay,
though
even
I'm not
if you
looking
weren't-
for someone,
so-
I'll be like, oh, he's
So what I'm saying is that we have a scale, whether we do a number or we do an impulse. What I'm saying is that based off of the men that you meet, and the impulse is either weak, mid-grade, or strong, you're not going to act differently?
No. I go, like, if
Wait,
I thought...
wait, you're not going out on a regular night saying, oh, I'm not trying to meet nobody, and see Brad Pitt walking down the street like, oh, damn, I'm trying to meet him.
Like,
the dude she said.
I just said, like, if I'm walking down the street of Southside, I saw Gerard Butler, I'd be like, yeah, he's fucking sexy as hell. I would, like, talk to him, but if there was someone that is, like, a 1 or whatever... I would still talk to them, socialize.
The same way?
The same way, yes.
Okay.
Listen,
I respect that.
You and you, Ray and Luke, can you
say
disagree with that?
I can because I wouldn't do that.
No, but knowing me,
Oh,
do you disagree with that?
No. Knowing you, I believe that. And I respect that you can admit that. Nikki, would you say the same?
No.
Okay. So here's my question.
Absolutely not.
How would you treat
Honesty.
How would you treat a man that you view as what we would call a 10 versus a man that's a 5 in your actions? How would you treat them differently?
I would, like, if they walk up and
they both spoke to you in the same manner and say, hey, how you doing? My name is such and such. Where you from? How would you act differently between a 10 and a 5?
Well, a 10, I would be like, okay, you're the best fucking shit ever.
would you actually say it to them, or would you think it?
No, I would like I would move my body a certain way. I would move my poses a certain way.
You'd say it without saying it.
Yeah. Like that's the best
I do
way.
both.
That's the best way. As a woman, that's the best way.
Yeah.
To sit there and move and show them your positions.
Exactly.
Of course.
Now, hold on. Now, so we're going to get spicy. This is Steel City Muscle podcast.
Hold the fuck up.
Hold on, we're going to get spicy. This is the SCM Nation. We all got to acknowledge it. We got to keep it real with them, right?
Give me some too, baby.
So, the fact that we all admitted that, here's my next topic. And I'm curious and I want honest answers. Okay? And y'all know this. And I think y'all will deliver it for sure. Can we admit that women will react based off of social status versus men react based off of social availability? And what I mean by this is this. Men will accept a 5, a 4, a 9, or a 10 if she's willing to give attention.
Yeah.
Women
Versus,
do the same
hold on. Versus, you just admitted women will give different attention based off of a man's status level. Can we admit that?
Not both women said that.
Both women didn't say that. Okay, you said differently. Okay, so here's my question. If a man is a 5 and you recognize him like, you know what? I'm kind of attracted to him, but not really. He seems kind of cool, but not really. Versus a man, you're like, oh my God, this dude is drop dead gorgeous. I'm 100% interested in him. You mean to tell me he's going to have the same accessibility to you?
Like I said, I'm not out to meet.
No, hold on.
And
You're not answering the question.
It takes me days to respond back to people.
I understand that, but what I'm saying, you're not answering the question. I'm saying if you did a comparison, 2 dudes walked up on you and gave you the same introduction and said, you mean to tell me you're not going to treat them differently?
No. I swear I would treat them the same.
I respect that. That's unrealistic, but I respect that. I respect that.
Do you believe that? I'll give a prime example.
No, I do because I know you.
When we were at an after party over this past weekend, there was a guy there that I know, and I've met him a few times and everything. He's awesome. He's great. I talked to him, everything. And he is gay and stuff, and he also like gives me a hard time. He's like, "But you, every time I see you, I love it," and I treat him just the same as if I thought like if Gerard Butler was right beside me and I had him. I'll treat them the same.
But you said he's gay. So you automatically had reassurance that he was not interested in you solely.
Okay. Well, I was compared to someone that I'm not interested. So even there's people.
I'm saying 2 people.
Okay, so there's also his best friend that was with him at the point too.
Okay.
He's straight, and I'd put him on a rating scale, I guess.
Of what?
Of what? Mid-grade, upper, above average? Like, what'd you put him on?
Like fucking wise,
was he fuckable?
No, so I'd put him, I guess, like at 1 or 2, but I treat him just the same as I would.
As the guy who was a 10.
Yeah, Gerard Butler. Yeah.
Really?
Nah.
Yeah.
So hold on. So a guy that you said, you know what, I would fuck him on the spot. He's a 10.
The only time I wouldn't be interested in someone is if they're being disrespectful to me or annoying or disrespectful to someone else.
I think we're misunderstanding where I'm coming from. What I'm saying is the introduction. The introduction, which you don't know very much information. So I'm saying is that in the beginning, which is 90% physical because you don't know the person. Mm-hmm. You don't know. So I'm saying in the first pickup line, you got a guy who's a 10. Great, you got a guy that's a 10 and a guy that's a 1. You're treating him the same.
A code 1's great.
I'm asking.
Yeah, when they come in and they talk to me and approach me.
So you require more.
People come up and they say hi to me, and I'm like, good.
I respect that.
And when someone says hi to me, I'm like, hi, I'm good, how are you?
Now, can I ask you this? Do you recognize at all that that's not the norm for women?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's hard to talk about women that are rare because you're rare.
It is hard to be like, no, I'm telling the truth.
Here's my thing. No. What I'm saying is that can rare women talk about the common women? There's a term for it. It's called the mean, the average.
Yeah.
The average man does not have access. Let's say he's a 5. We go 1 to 10. 5 is the average.
They don't think of the women that think.
No, what I'm saying is that they don't even approach
not at all.
An 8, 9, or 10. Because he knows he's a 5. So, do you see
Do you think women feel that way too?
No, I'm saying women that are 5s.
Nah, it's
women that are 5s.
It's different for women.
Think that they're 9s and 10s. Yeah. And they feel like they deserve 9s and 10s treatment.
Because
how do y'all feel about that? Because and I'm only saying it from experience. I'm not saying it from my opinion. I'm saying experience. What I'm saying is that there are women who are dimes, and they deserve that.
And then there's men that are fucking like 4 or 5s, and they have money and shit. It also
I agree.
That way.
I agree.
It goes back to women that are 5s thinking they're not.
Hold on, but you're deflecting. What I'm saying is that here's what I'm saying. I'm talking about women. We'll get to the men. We'll talk about that too. Because I want your opinion. Because I value that opinion.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
I value your opinion. What I'm saying is that we'll talk about the women, we'll talk about the men. Women that are 5s, 6, and 7s want to be called queens. You're not a queen because you don't have a king. Queens are anointed. You can't be a queen. That's the one thing.
I was saying, I'm going to be the king.
Here's my thing. No, this is factual based. This is not my opinion.
I don't even think it
Hold on, but this is not my opinion. This is fact.
Keep going.
In Europe, in English times, you cannot be a queen unless a king exists. So what I'm saying is that today, here's my problem. 8s, 9s, and 10s should be treated as such. But 5, 6, and 7s should not demand 8, 9, and 10 treatment. Because you're not that. So what I'm saying is that you need to deserve the treatment you get. But where men mess up is you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 men treating 5, 6, 7 women like they're 8, 9s, and 10s.
So when you rate a woman 5, 6, 7, or 4 or whatever, is that off of looks?
No.
Or their person?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say because
so
you can't help
here's what I
tall they are.
Here's what I think women don't. Here's what I think women don't understand. Men actually rate off of entire package. It's not just looks. Because I'll give you an example. A dude can have, a man can have a 10 woman, right? But if he's a man that requires a woman that cooks, then she's not a 10 because she can't cook.
Yeah.
So she can look like a 10, but she's not a 10 to him.
Because she cooks.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is that men...
So you need to point out a 10 on your scale and a 10 on that person.
Yes, I'm saying men require a package. Women will rate a man off a profile.
Of course, baby.
Off a profile.
Don't know when.
Here's a profile. Well, tell me if I'm wrong, or tell me what you think.
Why do you think they invented Tinder?
Right.
Why do you think men are in Tinder too? So
why do
women.
But there's a reason why Tinder is a multi-billion-dollar corporation. There's a reason.
They don't feel good enough.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. When you meet a man,
why was it invented?
What's your rate? What's your rating scale, Nikki? What's your rating scale? And if you have one, is it off an impulse? Is it a package deal? Is it... I'm talking... What's your initial thought process?
To make that sell for the day.
Is it the first impression? Is it the first impression? Like, what is it, a package, or is it just I need to know X, Y, and Z? Like money, height, looks, or is it I need the whole package? His personality, everything. Like, what do you think it is? The whole package. And see, I respect that.
You mean the SIT scores?
I respect that because here's the reason why. That requires more from different angles.
Yeah.
But do you realize, like I asked Dallas, that's not the norm?
Of course.
So if it's not the norm, let's talk about the norm.
That's going to come every week, every day of the week.
Right. So let's talk about the norm. The norm is, and this is not me talking, this is like psychological statistics, analysis, interviews,
so textbooks normally.
Surveys.
Yeah.
No, surveys.
She's my baby.
Information.
You're my baby.
Will we talk about the fact that
She's my baby.
the average female, especially in our city, and I'm talking about in our city, within the first 30 seconds of meeting somebody, their profile of meeting somebody is different. It's off a profile.
Of course.
You agree to that?
Of course.
Why do you think that is?
Well, because we're women of color. Like, there's more women of color these days that have to deal with conflict.
There's a lot of self-tanning.
Of course, self-tanning. So you can talk about that because I don't self-tan.
Nice.
So you're saying in our city, it's more common because women of color deal with more adversity that they
and racism.
That what they want what they want to interact with is more profile based.
Yes, of
racism
course.
even goes back to you have a flat.
No, racism. I was saying profile. I wasn't even saying racism. I was saying profile. I'll give you an example. We work in a nightclub. Mm-hmm. When you work in a nightclub and you say, "Hey, what's your ideal man?" They'll say 6'1",
tattoos,
blah blah blah. That's a profile.
Yeah.
Why is it that they have a profile, regardless of the man's stature as a person? If we say he's a good person or bad person, it doesn't matter.
Racism.
They say 6'1", bald head, tattoos, blah 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 blah. Why is that?
Racism.
Really? I like that.
No.
I mean, I respect
that. There's
how they're
so
viewed.
much white privilege. Like, they think that it's just, like, the top of the fucking thing. Like, white privilege. That has to be it. Like, the number one thing.
Respect that.
Yeah. The number one thing where they think, like, the rest of it is just bad. Like, what?
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. If you know that, right, Dallas, Nikki, if y'all know that, does that alter your mindset before you go out? And if you're single and you're out in there saying, you know what, I don't want to be single no more, I'm looking for a mate. Does that alter your energy to go out?
No, Not really. Like,
It doesn't?
I want Dallas to mention that first.
Dallas, does that alter your mindset before you go out if you know that that's what the state of the single scene is?
I'm sorry, what?
If you know that the single scene is so fixated on profiles, right? But you're not. When you go out, let's say, not that you are, but if you were to hypothetically go out and say, I want to find a mate, would that alter what you thought?
Yeah, like how you said, it goes back to profiling. I cannot stand when a guy cares way too much about what they look like. They're just nicer than me. They're pointing out stuff like my clothing or whatever.
Cost whatever. Yeah, I got you.
And they're trying too much, and like they come up to you and they're like, oh, you need to pay that? I make so much money. They're just bragging about the money and bragging about like everything, and I'm like,
that doesn't mean
like
shit.
that's not
that
one thing.
Who cares?
Like that
about.
everything you just said, I don't want to fucking hear.
That's not what it's about.
But do you
Like, first off,
you
half
realize
the
how
men
rare
need
that
to say,
is?
sorry I stepped on you, sorry I shoved you out of the way, because
Yeah.
none of them do.
Of course.
Do you realize how rare that is?
Common courtesy.
Of course.
What?
What you just said, like how rare that is.
Oh, yeah, I guess, tell me how.
Okay, so here's my thing, and I brought up on a previous podcast with all my fellas. I said I had a problem, and I have 5 sisters. I have a lot of female friends. I brought it up to say, good women don't hold accountable average to below average women to the same standards of what they believe. And that bothers me because...
Until they got what they want.
Right. Because dudes... hold on.
I'm dead serious.
No, you're validating what I'm saying. Because women...
Be real, baby. Be real.
You're being real because dudes do that. Guess what? If a dude sees a shitty dude, dudes call him out. They're like, yo, that dude's a piece of shit.
Right.
But girls, women are so caught up in women empowerment that good women validate all
I'm
women.
worried about the women that are
Right,
all
no,
dressed up and doing this until the ones that aren't have the man you want.
Facts.
And then
And
they're
then-
like,
and
then they're noticing
And
you.
then
This is the bitch. She's the hoe.
She's the hoe.
I'm like, I did all this. I was slutty. I was doing this.
Shaking her ass.
Here's my
Exactly.
Because here's my problem with the women, and it's
I was up on
not
that stripper
like
Hey, and then they talking
You
shit.
shake
Now
your
they
ass.
talking shit.
I
You
respect.
shake your ass.
I respect.
You shake your ass.
Hold
to
on.
comment.
I respect
No.
good women. I respect that, and I appreciate and acknowledge that they exist. But here's my problem. I have a problem with good women. I have a problem with good women not acknowledging that bad women exist. I have a problem with that because we can all admit.
Not bad women exist. That's why, like how you said, some of the guys that are 3s are so scared to
Facts.
make a move or do anything.
I would say whores exist. We can't act like they don't.
I'm like a
Whores
whore,
exist
and I'm
whether you're
good.
male or female. There's whores. Doesn't
Listen.
matter if you're male or
Whores,
female.
You just.
No matter what the fucking bitch that you take, she's gonna try to fuck your man.
So let me ask you a question. Do you because you know whores exist, and we all acknowledge that?
Yes.
Do you guys carry yourself differently because you know they exist?
I do.
Of course.
I do.
You?
Of course.
Why do I gotta carry myself differently?
No, I'm asking.
Based off what other
No, I'm asking.
People do.
So what I'm saying is that I'm
So you
asking.
I know people that are fucking
So you
whore.
don't
Well, how
get-
I would categorize a
Okay.
whore. I'm best friends with some of them,
Oh,
or
Oh, you like those?
I've dated some of
No,
them.
listen. We're best friends now.
Okay, I'll give you an example. There are some women who go to the club or whatever the case may be and complain, dudes ain't shit, dudes ain't shit, dudes ain't shit.
Of course.
But I'm like,
Dudes ain't shit.
but I'm like,
Motherfucker, dudes ain't-
exactly.
I'm like, these people
But
are
hold on.
fucking ignoring me.
Here's the
Rather
thing.
than never female.
But I'm like, to the lady, he's cheating with somebody. He's cheating with a female. So how isn't the woman viewed as a piece of shit, but the dude is?
Yeah.
That doesn't make no sense to
That's
me.
when I would talk some
That's
fucking
fucked up.
shit. Like, he has to take some fucking
Because
accountability.
women,
He does.
he
But
does.
why don't the
Women
woman?
too.
Why don't the woman?
Because the woman doesn't know.
Oh.
No, that's not true.
Whoa.
That's not true.
Whoa.
That's not always true. Sometimes. Sometimes.
A lot of females
Okay,
that do.
I'll give you an example.
Once I do, it's like, I'm going to know
I'll give you a scenario.
I'm going to make it mine.
And you tell me what you think of a female. Okay?
I don't know.
Nikki didn't hear the last podcast, but I'll tell her this. I'll give you a story.
Okay.
This is a true story. I was working at a nightclub, working security. Wim. Remember when we worked at Wim?
Mm-hmm.
A wife came into the club with her best friend. The husband came into the club with his best friend. The husband and his best friend decided to leave. They didn't like the atmosphere. Soon as the husband left, mind you, they came to my VIP. I worked security at VIP.
Okay.
The wife took off her ring, which was a nice ring.
She like, you want me to
Wow.
She spent some money on that.
Wow.
Yo, dude spent some money on that ring.
Oh, yeah.
Because they had been married for, 14 years, she told me?
Oh, wow.
She took off her ring, put it in her purse. I watched her make out with 4 dudes within 2 hours just for free liquor. No phone number.
Could have got 8 guys if she left the ring on.
Thank you. So, my thing is, no sex, no nothing, just to get free liquor.
Yeah.
So my point is, how would good women view that woman?
That's
No, the good woman will know that she is desperate. She knows that.
well, she
is
could also be
lonely.
desperate. He could also be lacking in a
See,
lot of things.
why are you turning on him?
Whoa,
I
how you bring
said,
it back to him?
I
Is
said
she
she
the-
could be desperate, or
Okay.
he could be lacking in other situations. He could have been
course.
with another bitch. I just saw you texting another bitch. Now you don't want to be here with me?
Hold on,
All right.
here's my thing.
Okay.
Why not leave him? Why not leave
Wow.
him?
What?
Hold on. Just because your man is fucking up and you choose to stay with him, that's your fault. Number
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Number two. Just because he's fucking up, that's an excuse for you to be a whore?
No, I didn't say it was an excuse.
I'm
I said,
asking.
wait,
He's
I said,
asking what she did
I
and why
said-
she was
How do you
I said
view her?
she could be desperate, is what I said to begin with.
Facts.
And then I said it also could be that.
But why did you even bring it up at all?
home? He
Why?
left.
You brought
He
it up.
left.
Why
What's
you-
up? What he did?
He left with his boy.
Because you said, why do you think she acted that way?
No, I said, why do you view her? I said, how do you view her? I didn't say why she acted that way.
Well,
I said, why
wouldn't
did you view her that way?
I'd say, how I just said, I'd view her as desperate, but then I'd also be like, you know what, girl, maybe I understand.
So,
Maybe he's doing something.
hold on. So, if you label yourself a good woman, you just gave her the benefit of the doubt that there was a possibility.
I didn't say it was right.
So what I'm saying is that the hypocrisy.
I understand where she's coming from.
She
Is what
could
I'm
be
saying.
lying.
So what I'm saying is that she got She got a ring on her finger. They're already married.
Yeah.
They're already reached the highest level of a relationship. She violates that just for free liquor, and you 50% went to validate it. How's that work? Because you blamed her, but you also look to blame him. That's not fair.
I'm not blaming anyone. I'm saying I can see both points of view.
No, but you
can't
can't.
see the other
Because
point
guess
of
what?
view.
I
I
don't
mean,
care.
not both points of view. I can see why it would be a bad thing for her to do. Well,
Right.
no, either way, it's wrong.
It's
But
wrong.
I'm saying I could understand why she'd feel this way to do it, or why she'd
So
feel
you're
that way
saying
to
there's
do
a
it.
reason? There's any reason why she's validated
We
to
don't
do
know
that?
what's going on with him.
I'm saying-
Okay, well,
He's
who's to
gone.
say maybe he wasn't leaving her there to go hook
Hold
up
on,
with another
but
girl?
you're doing it hypothetically.
But you don't even
You're
know.
hold on. I gave you
what she did.
what
That's
she
it.
did factually. She took her ring off and went and made out, kissed with dudes just for free liquor. We don't know what he did. So what I'm saying is that you validated her or gave a
She made out with all 4 of them just for liquor.
hold on. Yes, in 2 hours.
Yes.
I'm saying I watched it.
Hours, baby.
She
It's
said
2
yes.
hours.
Hold on.
Liquor I got, and
Hold
I'm
on.
like, I ain't getting nothing.
Note to SCM Nation, she just gave her a high five. We're going to talk about that. She gave her a high five.
She's like, and she's thinking I'm that girl.
Oh
She was
No, all I'm saying is that if you believe that, which is fine, if you do, that's fine. But you then don't have the reason to say dudes ain't shit.
So I guess I'm kind of having trouble because I
No, because you're alpha.
I view it that way.
You're an alpha
differently.
female, and you say that you're like.
So you're alpha woman, and that's fine. That's cool.
I would go.
That's what I'm
I
saying. That's what I'm
respect that.
saying. I see both
I respect that. But I'm saying that hold on. But if I only gave you facts about the male, you wouldn't then try to defend him 50% of the time. Yeah. You wouldn't do that. But you did it for her.
Because we want to be on our own.
Hold on, but you knew.
That's okay.
Hold on.
That's okay.
You knew facts about her. Let's say he left with his boy and they went home and drank. In their basement, in their man cave. He did nothing wrong.
Maybe they was going home early to go to church.
Did I say
we never know. We never know.
Did I say what she did was good? Did I say I do what
she
did?
I didn't say that. You just
but you didn't say. Hold on, but you didn't say what you thought about her.
I said
it wasn't just
any facts. You had no facts about him.
No, I'm asking.
You had no facts about him. But you jumped on his case.
Right.
Maybe he did this. Maybe he did this.
Okay, well, I'll jump on her case.
What I'm asking is, what
do
you think of her?
I'll jump on her case.
No, it's not like, don't do it. I want to know how you feel.
I will say, like, if I saw that, I'd be like...
How do you feel about what she did?
Jealous, go ahead.
How do you feel about what she did? Because you don't know what he did.
Okay, I'm looking at it, I'd be like, holy fuck. I'd be like, did you see that? Did you see that too? I'd be like... and then they just say, I'm like, she put her fucking brain in there.
So, like, guess what? Me and you...
No, I'd sit there and be like, alright, look, after I seen, first time she did it, I'd be like, oh, damn, and then... Probably 9 times out of 10, it's probably regular there, and I knew who it was. Like, then we'd be like, "Hey, look, watch
she wasn't regular."
And then after the second one, and I'd keep watching, and I'd be like, "Holy fuck, look at this bit!" I was like, "She's desperate. She's like going through fucking midlife crisis."
See, I respect that.
But then it goes back to she's legit one of those ones that are throwing it out there.
I respect that,
and is using each one to get what she wants, knowing she can.
Here's the thing. I respect that. Here's the reason why. I knew factually what she did. Yeah. I don't know what he did because he left.
Of course.
I watched what she did, and not only did I watch what she did, she kept bringing him back to me as a security guard as a joke. Oh, like, look at the dude I got just for free liquor.
Oh, but each one she brought back.
Each dude,
she
went to the bar.
Because I got jokes.
No. No, each dude, I watched her at the bar, and she brought him over to the same guardrail where I was at, and was making out with him, and was drinking out of his bottle. I said, and at the end of the night, I just said to her, I said, 4 dudes in 2 hours?
I was going to say, did you at least say something there?
I did. I said, 4 dudes in 2 hours? You know what she did?
Did she go, oh yeah?
She laughed.
Was she walking up with the 5th dude?
No. There was no 5th dude. The 4th dude, by the time she laughed, and I was like,
wait, did she leave by herself?
No. Okay. What she did was she met with her best friend, and they ended up leaving to go meet her husband.
So her best friend came to basically get her, be like, your husband wants you to come back.
Oh, her best friend was her best friend was her side.
Like, it's about time.
Yeah, that was her side dude.
That's why her best friend.
But see what I'm saying? So,
well, obviously,
is that
down with what she does?
Is that same female qualified?
I'll watch your man while you go do this.
Hold on, is that same female qualified to say dudes ain't shit?
No.
Okay. I just want to make sure of that.
No, it's qualified for nobody to say.
Here's the reason why I say that. Here's the reason why I say that. Because a lot of women, not you, a lot of women, on average, try to justify what she did.
Oh, yeah.
Which you did initially.
I did, yeah.
You did.
Honestly, first
I did.
But guess what? Dudes,
wait. If you think about the first thing I did say, yeah, she's desperate. Then I jumped on.
Right.
I'll tell you
what I'm saying. Guess what? Dudes would never do it. Dudes would never do that.
Never do that.
Well, that's why I'm not a dude.
If it was vice,
that was vice versa.
If it was vice versa,
the dude did that. Damn,
dude,
that dude's fucked up.
Dudes might say at the most, dude's a piece of shit. I would go take his girl.
No, they'd be like,
that's the most.
I would left with his girl.
No, they'd be like, I'd be dragging my fucking bitch out of that fucking door if she didn't come with me.
But dudes at first, if they saw another dude do that, they'd be like, oh, he ain't a piece of shit.
He's a piece
of
shit.
They would never.
Her husband never been in that place.
But what I'm saying is that dudes would never try to defend that.
No.
And girls will. Why? I'm curious. Why?
Why would they defend that?
Yes.
I don't know.
We're going to do a part 2. My thing is, why do women defend bad women, but dudes don't defend bad dudes? I just want to answer to that because we agree she's a bad chick.
If it were my sister or my cousin saw this bad woman, of course they're going to.
So it depends on who she is.
Yeah.
Okay, so if it's a chick you don't know, you'll call her out.
Yeah. Depending on what it was.
But if she's your homegirl,
like at this point, like, oh, that's not even worth calling. Like, you pick your battles.
But if she's your homegirl, you won't.
she's my homegirl.
If she's your homegirl, and she no, if she's your homegirl and she does the same shit, you won't think nothing of it.
You ain't calling her out.
Your hesitation a lot.
Because I'm like, wait. Do I want to tell me to repeat the question? But yeah, repeat the question.
So, okay. So the question was, if a dude sees his homeboy doing the scenario that I called out, he's gonna be like, oh shit, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If your homegirl's doing it, not a random chick, your homegirl, you ain't calling her out? Or in your head, you ain't thinking, oh shit, she's...
Well, it depends on, you have your home